Good morning, everyone. It's Saturday, April 6th, 2024. My name is Sam Shalhoub, and it's time for your daily dispatch. First up, as most of you have probably already heard, there was a 4.8 earthquake yesterday that hit New Jersey and was felt as far away as New York City. Now, there was a second earthquake that hit. I don't have the numbers for that, but there was a second one that hit within an hour or two after the first one. And the epicenter was in Lebanon, New Jersey. We spoke last week about the CHIPS Act that Congress passed. Well, Samsung is now going to double the chip factory investments in Texas as a result of that CHIPS Act that Congress passed. It sounds an awful lot to me like what President Trump was saying about bringing manufacturing back to the United States. I, for one, am glad to see it. According to Zero Hedge, crude oil food prices have jumped as the looming Israel-Iran conflict sparks 1970s oil shock fears. I remember what it was like back in the 70s. I was young, but I remember having to wait in line for gas. I remember getting up to the front of the line with my dad driving the car, and then all of a sudden you couldn't get any more gas. Well, it looks like we might be staring that square in the face. According to Zero Hedge, hundreds of 99-cent only stores were liquidated. They're blaming Bidenomics and retail theft. Not surprising, as we've talked about many times, the monetary switch is underway. It's happening. Look at gold, look at silver, look at Bitcoin. That's what I do. And again, my Bitcoin classes are live at samshalhoub.com if you want to learn more about Bitcoin. According to Bloomberg, Iran tells us to step aside, Iran tells the U.S. to step aside as it readies its response to Israel. That's a powder keg over there in many ways. And they're basically telegraphing their punches, which sounds to me like they're pretty serious about it. And then according to CNN, the U.S. is currently on high alert and is actively preparing for what they expect to be a significant attack by Iran that could come within the next week. Both U.S. and Israeli assets are at risk. As I've said many times, keep your head on a swivel. All this stuff that's going on about the eclipse on Monday, it's probably going to be nothing, but again, I would much rather be prepared than not. And then finally today, according to Watcher Guru, analysts call BRICS a superpower. A financial analyst from Brazil calls the BRICS alliance a superpower in the energy sector that surpasses the US and G7 countries. It's coming together, and as I've always said to you guys, don't fear any of this. It's not something to be fearful of, it's something to be prepared for, but we're moving in the right direction. Lots of good things are happening. They're going to happen at a fast rate sometimes and at a slow rate sometimes. But just keep putting one foot in front of the other because it's all going to work out in the end. So that's all we have for today. Oh, I will be posting a new interview with a special guest over the weekend. I would love to have you take a look at it and let me know what you think. I think you'll really enjoy what he has to say. And the full-length video will be on Rumble and on YouTube. So in the meantime, I hope that everyone has a great weekend, and we'll talk again soon.